What's happening, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit, RaikenProfit.com. Come back to you guys with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you 21 product ideas to sell on Amazon FBA. A couple times a week, I get people sending me emails and Facebook messages asking, Steve, I want to start an Amazon FBA business, but what in the world should I sell? And I always think to myself, I don't say this, but I always think to myself, you can sell anything. There's a million things you could sell, but people don't want that answer, and I'm sure you want something more specific as well. So that's the reason I created this video. I'm going to give you guys 21 actual product ideas and categories that you could start to sell on Amazon FBA. And these items that I'm going to share with you, most of them I've sold and I've had success selling, or if I haven't sold them, I have colleagues and friends who are killing it with these types of items. So with that being said, if you're ready to jump into this video, let me share with you guys these 21 product ideas so you can get started selling on Amazon FBA. So you can start going out there, sourcing these items, and sending them off to Amazon and making that money. So with that being said, if you're ready to rock and roll, let's dive into this video. Alright, so one of the best types of products to sell on Amazon is toys. I love selling toys, and one of my favorite ways to acquire toys is through the clearance section at big box stores. So we're talking about Targets, we're talking about Walmarts. There's really a million stores out there, Big Lots. Really depends on where you live, but those are a few of the ones that I like to source from. Toys are great. I like to sell toys that are brand new, but you can also sell used toys on Amazon as well, like Nerf guns do really well. Do realize that some toys are starting to become restricted on Amazon alongside with a lot of brands lately, so just make sure that you get the Amazon Seller app. It's a free app. Download it to your phone and scan the items before you buy them. Obviously, this is pretty basic stuff to make sure that you can sell it. But toys are great, and I love selling toys on Amazon. The second product. Number 2 is video games. I love selling video games on Amazon. They sell extremely quick, very fast. The return rate is very low. And nowadays, especially, there's like a ton of nostalgia with like Super Nintendo games and N64 and the original NES and Game Boy and Pokemon. I mean, things are going crazy right now in the whole video game world, and Amazon's the place to be when it comes to selling video games. Now, they do sell on eBay as well, but typically I find that I can get a lot more money, at least 20% more typically for most video games on Amazon versus eBay. Because of the Prime program, that free 2-day shipping, everybody's credit card is already on file, it's easy, it's simple, hassle-free returns. So for that reason, I like to sell video games on Amazon, and there's a lot of money to be made in this category on Amazon. Number 3, baseball cleats. Yes, baseball cleats. I did really, really well about a month and a half ago selling these items. I picked up a bunch of them from different big box stores and just normal stores. And the thing is, you know, when fall comes and summer ends, spring and summer's over, when fall hits, these stores are still stuck with a good amount of inventory. And you know that god darn well they don't want to hold on to that because they know it's not going to sell. I mean, especially if you're in New England. I mean, who's going to be buying baseball cleats or football cleats during the fall and winter? I mean, maybe somebody who's savvy and wants to save some money, but most people aren't going to buy it. So, you know, these big box stores, they have to be very careful with the space that they have available, and you know they typically bring in new products, right? They bring in the fall and the winter lines and whatnot, so they want to get rid of all the spring and summer stuff. And for us as resellers, this is a great opportunity to be able to, you know, capture the opportunity and get inventory fairly cheap. And the cool thing about selling on Amazon is, you know, our products are available for the entire world. You know, when you go to a brick and mortar store, say in Connecticut where I live, they have access to, you know, thousands of customers, right? But when I put it on Amazon, I have access to millions of customers, you know, domestically and internationally. So baseball cleats are an awesome product idea to look into and start visiting your big box stores. Product idea number 4, textbooks, baby. Yes, I said textbooks. I love selling books on Amazon FBA. If you guys can't sense my passion, I don't know, it's time to wake up. Textbooks are awesome. I love selling textbooks. They sell all year round, but they definitely do sell right before, sell a little better right before, school goes into session and, around that time and whatnot. But I love selling textbooks. Really, the big advice I can give you is just get yourself the Amazon Seller app. Start going to thrift stores, garage sales, and just start scanning books. Typically, I like to stay with books that are under 1 million rank. If you could find a book under 100,000 rank or 50,000 rank, you're putting money in your pocket. Product idea number 5. Board games. I love selling board games. I keep saying I love selling everything that I mentioned because I really do. Amazon's the place to be, but board games do very well. When it comes to selling board games on Amazon FBA, I want to let you know this right now. The new sealed in the stretch wrap, shrink wrap, whatever you want to call it, if it's brand new, never been opened, those sell the best on Amazon. Now, you can sell used board games on Amazon as well, but you want to make sure all the pieces are there. And also, you're going to probably go to list it and you're going to say to yourself, why is it only giving me the option to sell it under collectible used? I don't know, but that's the way it is. So if you're going to sell it used, you have to sell it under this category called collectible. But again, make sure all the pieces are there because you don't want to be sending out board games missing pieces. Customers are going to leave negative feedbacks and yeah, just not good business. Product idea number 6, clothing. Selling clothing on Amazon can be quite lucrative. And, my start to this whole reselling business was selling clothing on eBay. So, clothing's always been near and dear to my heart in terms of making money online. And, for the longest time, I only thought I could sell my clothing on eBay. But you can actually sell clothing on Amazon as well and send it into the FBA warehouses. But just know this, right off the bat, number 1, you're going to only be able to sell new items, so they have to be brand new with the tags. And also number 2, you're going to have to get ungated because if you're just starting your Amazon account, you're probably going to be gated off, which essentially means you're not allowed to sell it until you get further approval. So I'm going to link up some information down below. I actually have a service that I created helping people to get ungated in clothing and shoes and whatnot. So check that out, but it's fairly simple. If you do some research on your own, you can probably figure it out for free, but if you want to take that extra step and get my help, check it out. Product idea number 7. Number 7 is cameras. Cameras are actually a great product to sell on Amazon FBA. I pick up a lot of my cameras from pawn shops. I do really, really well with them. I love the Nikons. I love the Canons. My favorite models to sell within the Canon line are the PowerShots. So the 350, the 330s, the 110s. Just take a look on Amazon after this video and look up Canon PowerShot. You can typically find these quite often at pawn shops, but also at garage sales. And a lot of times you can pick these off of Craigslist or OfferUp and resell them on Amazon. Now, I do want to let you guys know, the returns are going to be a little bit higher when it comes to dealing with any type of electronic, even cameras. So make sure you test them out really well. You pack them really well. You ship them off in a very safe manner, whether that's double boxing them, bubble wrapping them, put them in a box. We'll talk about that in another video, but cameras can make you really good money and the margins are excellent. Product idea number 8, CDs. Yes, selling some good old CDs. You may think to yourself, who listens to CDs anymore? I got Pandora, I got Spotify. Is that what it is? I don't use it. I've got all this digital, virtual. I'm listening to my music on my phone, YouTube. Who listens to CDs? Well, I typically don't. Once in a while maybe, but there's a lot of people out there in the market who, collect CDs, who like to have that physical CD. They like to slide it into their car and listen to it and cruise on the highway. I don't know, but there's a big market for CDs still. So when you're out there and you're at thrift stores, garage sales, scan them. Scan. I mean, I remember it was probably a little less than a year ago. I was on a was it my 30-day? I think it was a 30-day road trip I was on. I was on a 30-day road trip and a 90-day, so I kind of get confused. But I believe I was on my 30-day road trip, and I was on my last day coming home to Connecticut, and I was passing through the New York area, and I saw a sign for an estate sale. Long story short, went in there and ended up buying about 1,000 CDs. This woman, she cleans out houses, and she had 1,000 CDs. I picked them all up for $300. And since then, I've probably made over $5,000 off those CDs. Now, it's not a common story. You're not going to just pop on these, types of deals all the time. But knowing that a certain product can make you money and just, being aware and scanning it, I mean, you can kill it once in a while. And I got lucky and yeah, made a killing. And since that day, I never pass up any CDs, especially if they're brand new. I scan them, I take a look at the subject matter. So yeah, CDs are a great product to sell on Amazon FBA. Product idea number 9. Number 9 is groceries. Now, I do want to say I've actually never sold groceries on Amazon FBA. I still haven't gotten approved to sell. And I haven't really been motivated to do it because I've been so busy selling other types of items like video games and toys and sports stuff. I mean, the list goes on and on. But I do have quite a few friends out there and colleagues who have been killing it with groceries. So if you're looking for, you know, a new type of product to sell, something that's a replenishable, which means you can go out and buy it time and time again, you know, you might want to look into groceries. I know a lot of people who live in specific cities where there's, you know, certain types of grocery products, whether it's a barbecue sauce or some type of seasoning, that people can only get in that town, right? So if you have access to that and you put it on Amazon, people are going to pay a premium for that because maybe you live in Atlanta and somebody in California wants that specific barbecue sauce. Hey, you own the market right there. So look into groceries. You're going to have to get ungated. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. And I don't know if I know anybody who can help you with that, but do some research into it. Go to Amazon or go to Google and type in how to get ungated in groceries, and there's a lot of resources out there. So definitely look into it and yeah, check out groceries. Product idea number 10. Vitamins and supplements. Now again, you're going to have to be ungated in the, I think it's the health and personal care category, but I popped on a bunch of these. These are airborne dual action immune support supplements right here. And I actually got these from a Goodwill. I ended up picking up like 30 of them for $2.50 each, and I sold them all for, I think I was selling them between $11 and $13. Sometimes the price goes up and down based on the competition, but you know, made like $3 or $4 on each one. Oops, just dropped one. And yeah, I saved a few for myself because I actually love these things. They really help with boosting your immune system, getting in your vitamins and whatnot. But anyways, yeah. Supplements and vitamins can make you some really good money, and I've done really well with them. I was actually grandfathered into the health and personal care category, so I didn't have to get approved. But again, if you go to scan an item, that's what you want to do. Pull out your phone. I'm looking for my phone. Pull out your phone, right? Get the Amazon Seller app, scan the item like that. And if it says restricted, then you're going to have to get ungated. So look into that, but I love selling these types of items. If you're ungated, don't pass them up. I do want to say real quick, I forgot to mention, if you sell groceries or you sell any type of food or a supplement or vitamins, there's going to be an expiration date. So make sure the expiration date, see if that focuses in, is out there long enough, because you're going to have to put in your expiration date when you send it in, and if it expires, they take your listing down. You have to remove it and whatnot. So this expires in October 2017, so plenty of time if I decide to send this in. So yeah, check that category out. Product idea number 11, ink and toner. And I really hate to be beating a dead horse here, but there has been a lot of changes with Amazon lately where they've been gating off categories and restricting things. So I'm sorry if I keep saying this. I just want to give you guys accurate information. Ink and toner can make you really good money on Amazon. That's product idea number 11. But again, this category is gated off for specific items. I believe toner might not be gated off. I'm not 100% sure. Just scan the product. But I've made a killing on Amazon FBA selling ink and selling toner, selling printers, really anything within that whole niche. Now, if you do find a bunch of ink and you're restricted on Amazon, one tip I want to give you is look it up on eBay. Even if it's expired on if the ink is expired, you won't be able to sell it on Amazon, but you can still sell it on eBay. And I just sold ink the other day that was expired for like $50. Hello, everyone. Product idea number 12. All right, so product idea number 12 is musical instruments for kids. And the reason why I brought this up is because I actually went to a pawn shop a couple months ago. I've talked about this in videos, and I popped on like a whole boatload of kids musical instruments, and the brand was Honer, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and I sold out of all those items pretty quick. I mean, little kid clarinets, little kid percussion sets, and I don't even know what they're all called, but they sold really quick, and I believe I paid like 30 bucks for this whole bucket full, and I probably made a couple $100 off of it. So, you know, now from that day on, I'm always going to be on the lookout for any type of kids musical instruments. Now, I've never sold any like legit, like all metal brass instruments, like anything like that, so I don't know. You're going to have to look into that yourself. Looks like it's not even focusing. I apologize for that. But yeah, check out kids musical instruments for sure when it comes to selling on Amazon. Product idea number 13 to sell on Amazon FBA is baseball gloves and baseball bats. So we already talked about baseball cleats, but the same thing stands true for baseball bats and, you know, batting gloves and any type of baseball accessory or any sports accessory in general is, you know, when that season kind of ends, summer, spring, especially summer, obviously, but even after spring, sometimes they get rid of stuff as well. But especially after summer and it starts getting colder if you live in like New England or any colder climate areas, they're going to clearance stuff out. So be on the lookout for baseball bats and baseball gloves especially. I love selling baseball gloves on Amazon. And if not Amazon, if there's no listing, you can put it on eBay as well. Product idea number 14 is diapers, but not only diapers for little kids and infants, but also those adult diapers. I don't even know what they're called, but adult diapers, I guess that's it. I do really, really well selling those items. Again, most of the times you're going to find them in the health and personal care category on Amazon, which means you're going to have to be ungated. I know it's a broken record, so make sure you get ungated if you can. I've actually got a video coming out soon that's going to be 50 mistakes to avoid when selling on Amazon FBA, and I'll link that up here or down in the description once that video is live. But one of the biggest mistakes I see people making on Amazon is they don't get ungated when they can, because, you know, the earlier you get ungated, the easier it's going to be, because as time goes on, they make it more challenging, they charge money. Trust me, it's something you just want to get taken care of. So that's product idea number 14. 14, that was 9. 14. All right, product idea number 15. That's 3 5s. 3 times 5 equals 15. I know, I'm a mathematician. DVDs, again, gonna have to be ungated. But DVDs are awesome. I love selling DVDs. One tip of advice is if the DVD looks sketchy, if it looks like it might be faked or bootlegged, don't send it in. Don't, please don't send it in, because all it takes is one counterstrike. I'm thinking video games. Counterfeit claim to hit your account to cause chaos, right? Really, things could get a little crazy when you get that counterfeit claim. So be very careful. I mean, this is one of the risks of selling on Amazon. We're in their sandbox, and God forbid if one customer decides to, you know, throw fire at us, even if it's not fake or there's some issue or negative feedbacks, I mean, you can get kicked off, you can get suspended. So be very careful with DVDs. That's my one tip of advice. But yeah, I've sold hundreds of DVDs. I do really well with them. Old anime DVDs, rare DVDs. There's so many DVDs out there. DVDs can make you money. Product idea number 16. I'm being a weirdo today, having fun. Grill covers. Yeah, you know, like the cover that goes over your grill covers? Yeah, grill covers can make you really good money. It was last year, I believe. Who was I with? I think I was with RESELL Rabbit. If you don't know who that dude is, check him out on Amazon. Check him out. If you don't know who RESELL Rabbit is, check him out on YouTube, RESELLRabbit.com. We went to a Target and we both found some grill covers. They sold like instantly, really, really fast. And since then, I've always picked up grill covers. They do well. I've sold them new. I don't have any experience selling them used. I don't know if you could sell them used on Amazon. I don't think you'd want to because they get dirty. But anyways, if you find new grill covers from any of these big box stores, Walmarts, Targets, and they're clearanced off enough to have profit in there for you, pick them up. They do very, very well. Product idea number 17 to sell on Amazon, and I've got my handy dandy list. If you're wondering, why do I keep looking down? I can't memorize all this stuff, is computer accessories. I'm not going to dive too deep into this, but, you know, hard drives, memory, different things for computers, whether it's plugs, Belkin items. Be careful with Belkin. Sometimes they get mad if you list their stuff. But computer stuff does really well. Very, very well. So if you see anything brand new in a box, especially a computer item, just look it up. That's the beautiful thing about selling on Amazon. Just look it up and see, how's the rank, how's the reviews, how many people are selling it. And yeah, I've made a lot of money over the years selling computer accessories on Amazon. All right, product idea number 18 to sell on Amazon is pool items and accessories. And again, this is going to fall in the category of, the baseball cleats and the baseball gloves and the baseball bats. Here, I live in Connecticut. I can only speak on my own firsthand experience. Over here in Connecticut, we have multiple seasons, and it's warm and it's cold. When it starts getting cold, they clearance out the sporting equipment, they clearance out all the pool stuff, and I've done really well with like those pool floaty items. Now, imagine somebody's in the pool and they've got that big raft thingamajiggy that floats there. What is it called, a floaty? I don't know. But I actually just picked up like 40 of them from a Walmart like a month ago. And I mean, I sold those things out instantly. I was picking them up for $3 a pop, $5 a pop. Some of them were $7, the bigger ones, and selling them for 35, 40, 45, because in some parts of the country, it was still, nice weather. Unlike over here, it's been kind of chilly. But look for pool accessories, outdoor stuff, cleats, all that stuff does very, very well. And, these big box stores have to make room for their new products coming in for the new season. And guess what? That means an opportunity for you and I. Product idea number 19, calculators, baby. Good old calculators. I love selling TI-83s. I like selling TI-84s. I like selling TI-89 because I'm in my prime. Calculate all my money every single time. Sorry. Anyways, calculators can make you really good money. I typically find a lot of the really nice Texas Instrument calculators, which is the brand I like to focus on, from pawn shops. Again, if you haven't checked out my Pawn Shop Profits book, I'll link that up right here. I actually wrote a book on how to make money from pawn shops. But one of the best items that I always look for, and typically these pawn shops are willing to get rid of them if you don't live like near a school or something like that, because obviously they're going to just ask retail. But pawn shops are usually willing to get rid of these calculators if they have like 5 or 6. You can bundle them all up, make a deal, and they sell really, really well on Amazon. So be on the lookout for Texas Instrument calculators. Product idea number 20. Filters for vacuums, filters for those water bottles. There's so many different things that need filters. If you find a filter and it's brand new, scan it. I've made a lot of money with filters. And last but not least, product idea number 21, to start, scale, and build a profitable Amazon FBA business. Number 21 is CD players. And I'm going to give you guys a bowler right now. Brand new, never opened CD players. You could sell Kobe's, you could sell Panasonics, you could sell Sony's. Sony is like, when I see Sony, I'm like, bada bing, bada boom, the profits are coming soon. If it's brand new and it's a Sony CD player, and yes, I have found these before, probably like 3 or 4 in my day over the last 3 or 4 years. Man, they could bring in big money. I'm talking 200, 300, 400. If you think I'm crazy right now, go to Amazon, type in Sony CD player, and look at what they're going for a new FBA. It'll blow your mind, and the rank's actually pretty good. So anyways, guys, those are my 21 product ideas to sell on Amazon FBA. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, this is just the beginning of your journey. Finding the product is very, very important, but there's so many other things to learn when it comes to selling on Amazon. There's so many different factors that come into play in determining your success, right? So be sure to check out my channel, subscribe, Raiken Profit. I'm going to leave a subscribe button right here for you guys. There you go. Hit that button, subscribe, because I've got over 1,000 videos, and I've got more and more videos coming, up-to-date content that can help you to grow, help you to learn what to buy and sell, how to analyze deals. So be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to talking to you guys more. So anyways, talk to you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out.